What happens when a messy love story turns into a public spectacle? Tamar Braxton is caught in the crossfire once again as her ex, Jeremy Robinson, drops a bombshell video showing her in a desperate state, pleading for a second chance. After exposing him for cheating and using her, why would Tamar beg him to take her back? And why is Jeremy so determined to keep humiliating her? Hold on tight, because the drama is about to get even more twisted, and you won't believe what Jeremy has to say next. Welcome to the channel, where Hollywood's hottest controversies and untold drama come to light. Get ready to uncover the messiest scandals, shocking betrayals, and jaw-dropping moments from your favorite stars. If you think you've seen it all, trust me, you haven't. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the tea spilling here. Let's dive straight into the drama where the stars shine brightest just before they fall. Tamar Braxton, a woman who has been through the ringer when it comes to relationships, thought she had found something special in Jeremy Robinson. Coming off a highly publicized divorce, Tamar was looking for a fresh start. Jeremy, a successful lawyer and entrepreneur, seemed like the perfect match on paper. He was charming, attentive, and appeared to have Tamar's best interests at heart. But as we all know, appearances can be deceiving. The initial stages of their relationship were full of grand gestures and romantic getaways. Jeremy was showering Tamar with attention and affection, something she desperately needed after her past heartaches. However, as with many Hollywood romances, the cracks began to show sooner than anyone expected. Rumors started swirling about Jeremy's behavior, his flirtations with other women, and his extravagant partying. Tamar, known for being fiercely loyal, chose to turn a blind eye to these red flags, hoping that love would conquer all. But sometimes, love isn't enough. It wasn't long before the rumors became impossible to ignore. Tamar soon discovered the unthinkable: Jeremy had been cheating on her with not just one woman, but multiple. To make matters worse, it wasn't just infidelity that broke Tamar's heart. She found out that Jeremy had been using her money to finance these affairs, splurging on lavish vacations and expensive gifts for his side chicks. It was a betrayal that cut deep. In true Tamar fashion, she didn't let this betrayal slide quietly. She took to social media to air out her grievances, exposing Jeremy for the world to see. In a now infamous post, she detailed how he had played her for a fool, spending her money on a 25-year-old woman while pretending to be committed to their relationship. Tamar's heartbreak was evident in her words, and her fans were quick to rally behind her. The fallout from this revelation was immediate. Tamar's supporters flooded social media with messages of support, many expressing their shock and disappointment in Jeremy's behavior. Even her longtime nemesis, reality star Tommy Lee, chimed in, publicly criticizing Jeremy for using Tamar. It seemed like Tamar was finally done with Jeremy, but as we would soon find out, the drama was far from over. Just when everyone thought the story couldn't get any crazier, Tamar dropped a bombshell that left her fans and critics alike stunned. She revealed that she and Jeremy had secretly gotten married and divorced, all without the public knowing. For a couple that had no problem airing their dirty laundry in public, this revelation was nothing short of a plot twist. According to Tamar, she married Jeremy after his affair with Tommy Lee. The relationship had been rocky, but in a moment of vulnerability, she decided to give him another chance, believing that their love could withstand the challenges they were facing. However, the marriage was short-lived, and they quickly divorced without informing the public. Despite the divorce, Tamar continued to act as if they were still together, leading many to believe that Jeremy had cheated on her once again. Jeremy, however, told a different story. He claimed that they had been divorced for 6 months, and that Tamar had no right to be upset about his behavior. In his eyes, they were no longer a couple, and he was free to date whoever he wanted. This back and forth only added to the confusion and chaos surrounding their relationship. Fans were left scratching their heads, wondering how a couple that shared every intimate detail of their lives on social media could keep something as significant as a marriage and divorce a secret. If you thought the story couldn't get any messier, think again. Jeremy wasn't content with just moving on from Tamar. He wanted to humiliate her publicly. In a shocking and cruel move, Jeremy released a video that showed Tamar crying and begging him to take her back. The video, which quickly went viral, painted Tamar in a vulnerable light that was hard to watch. In the footage, Tamar allegedly admits that she had called Jeremy out on social media in a desperate attempt to get his attention and convince him to reconcile. This revelation left fans and critics alike stunned. How could someone as strong and independent as Tamar Braxton be reduced to begging for a man who had so blatantly disrespected her? The reaction to the video was swift. Many fans expressed their heartbreak for Tamar, recognizing the emotional toll this relationship had taken on her. Others, however, criticized her for lowering herself to such a level, questioning why she would want to get back together with someone who had treated her so poorly. The video served as a stark reminder that even the most confident and empowered individuals can be vulnerable when it comes to matters of the heart. In the aftermath of the video's release, Jeremy took to social media to share his side of the story. He claimed that he had never led Tamar on, and that he had been clear about their relationship status. According to Jeremy, they had been trying to navigate the tricky waters of transitioning from lovers to friends, but Tamar's emotions had gotten the best of her. Jeremy also addressed the allegations that he had been using Tamar's credit card without her knowledge. He downplayed the situation, insisting that the charges were minimal and that there had been a simple mix-up with the cards. According to him, it was only $900, hardly worth the public spectacle that had followed, but fans weren't buying it. Jeremy's explanations felt hollow, and many believed that he was simply trying to cover up his wrongdoings. The fact that he had released such a personal and intimate video of Tamar seemed to reinforce the idea that he was more interested in embarrassing her than in clearing his name. As if the drama between Tamar and Jeremy wasn't enough, one of Jeremy's baby mamas came forward with some shocking revelations of her own. She accused Jeremy of having a fetish for black women, claiming that he often referred to himself as light-skinned wild chocolate and tagged himself as the minority within the minority. According to her, Jeremy frequented clubs in search of beautiful black women, using them to boost his ego and feed his desire for acceptance within the black community. These allegations painted a disturbing picture of Jeremy as a man who was more interested in fulfilling his fetish for biracial babies than in genuinely loving and respecting the black women he pursued. This added yet another layer of complexity to the already convoluted narrative surrounding his relationship with Tamar. Fans were horrified by these revelations, with many calling out Jeremy for his predatory behavior. The idea that he had been using Tamar and other women as a means to satisfy his fetish was deeply unsettling, and it only further tarnished his already damaged reputation. As the dust settled from the cheating scandal, the secret marriage and divorce, and the public humiliation, Tamar's fans were left feeling a mix of emotions. Many expressed their embarrassment and disappointment, urging Tamar to take a step back from the limelight and focus on healing. They couldn't understand why she had allowed herself to get caught up in such a toxic relationship, especially with someone who had treated her so poorly. Some fans went as far as to question Tamar's judgment, wondering why she had been so fixated on a man who had openly disrespected her. As a member of the Braxton family, Tamar was expected to rise above such situations, but her continued involvement with Jeremy left many scratching their heads. Despite the backlash, Tamar remained silent. She didn't respond to the criticisms, nor did she address the latest revelations about Jeremy's behavior. This silence only fueled speculation about what her next move would be. With Tamar remaining tight-lipped about the latest developments in her relationship with Jeremy, fans were left to speculate about what would come next. Was she finally done with him for good? Or was she planning to give him yet another chance? The uncertainty surrounding Tamar's next move left her supporters on edge. Many fans hoped that Tamar was taking time to reflect and heal from the emotional roller coaster she had been on. Others feared that she might fall back into the same toxic patterns that had caused her so much pain in the past. Only time would tell whether Tamar would finally break free from the cycle of drama and heartbreak. Tamar Braxton's relationship with Jeremy Robinson has been nothing short of a disaster. From the cheating scandals to the secret marriage and divorce, to the public humiliation and disturbing revelations, it's been a whirlwind of emotions and drama. But at some point, Tamar has to realize that enough is enough. It's time for Tamar to move on. She's a talented and successful woman with a bright future ahead of her. She doesn't need to be dragged down by a man who has shown time and time again that he doesn't deserve her. Tamar, it's time to focus on yourself, your career, and your happiness. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest tea from the channel. And as always, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Tamar is finally done with Jeremy, or is there more drama to come? Let's keep the conversation going.